It seems like a time for an update on my usage of the Remarkable 2 tablet. And instead of creating a nice PowerPoint slide with the agenda, I thought I would use my tablet here. I actually took notes on the tablet and we'll use that as our agenda. So here we go. Point number 1. Overall, I really enjoy this tablet. It has replaced my paper books, right? The whole Dayplanner thing. Number 2, I lost my pen. I thought I would wear out the pen, but instead I lost it and had to buy another one. For me, I'm no longer worried about pen life because I probably will lose this pen too before I wear it out and use all the tips. One of the issues here is I have this tablet installed in a case, and this case has an edge on it, so it reduces, there's still magnetism there, but it reduces the magnetism, and I think that's what happened. I was relying on this for holding the pen in place. This case has I bought this on eBay, and it has a pen slot here. Now you can almost see some black debris here. For some reason, this stretchable fabric here just blackened this pen horribly. I mean, it was really noticeable, and it was dye transferring from this cloth to the pen. Now, one of the things we know about this pen is that it does have this wonderful texture. It's a very it's not too smooth, it's not too rough, but whatever it is, it does seem to absorb dirt and colors and such. I am not happy with the cost of the pen, but if there is any good news with losing a pen, it's that I've got more tips now. So I have plenty of tips. Third bullet here. I estimate that the pen lasts, that one of these tips here, it seems to be going about 180 pages for me. 180 pages, maybe 200 pages. Remember, this thing synchronizes with the cloud, and you have an application on the PC or on your phone that you can use and view the pages. This will give you some idea of the level of coverage. I mean, you could go, 10,000 pages if you only make one little mark on each page. But here's the approximate coverage. Next, let's talk about the file size. How many pages can you store inside of this device? This was a challenge for me, or a concern at the beginning. It's like, my goal is to get maybe 3 or 4 years worth of life out of this thing, and I want all those 3 or 4 years worth of information in the device. At the time I did this computation, I had 230 handwritten pages of text. I did download one PDF file that was 1 page long. I scanned a business receipt and downloaded it to the device just to see how it would work. With 230 pages, plus 1 page of downloaded PDFs, I've used 0.45 gigabytes. There's 6.57 gigabytes available, so I've used 7%. So 230 pages is approximately 7% of the device. Now when I project this out at my level of usage here, I should be able to get 7.3 years of usage out of this device. Item number 5. Item number 5. This is my one big disappointment with the tablet. The optical character recognition and the search feature fails miserably. So for example, if I were to close this, let's say I wanted to do a search here, I could go into search and search my files, and I can type in what I want to search for. So let's say I use the word Tuesday. Well, I've got many pages with the word Tuesday in it, and as you can see, 0 matches found. Well, why is that? Because the search feature does not work on the contents of the file. It only works on the name of the file, the project name. In addition, when it uploads to the cloud and you access it through the cloud, no different. It's not any better. And I thought that paying extra money and having the contents uploaded, I thought it would be indexed, optical character recognition, converted to text. I thought that would occur in the cloud service, but it does not. Topic number 6. I have struggled with the case here. So I already told you that this thing just blackened the pen horribly. I need to decide, this particular case covers the face, and there's many advantages to that when you stick it in a backpack or something. It keeps it from scratching with other devices and all that. So I probably need a cover of some type, but a sleeve would work. Alright, topic number 7. Charging is slow. This thing, the charging, you know, it charges just fine, but man, it's slow. So it's the slowest, it receives, let me put it that way. The device receives the slowest, least amount of wattage for charging of any of the USB-C standard charging rates. So it can take hours. Typically what I do is, like on a Thursday at work, I'll have it plugged in at my desk all day while I'm working. And then again on Monday after the weekend, I'll have it on the charger for part of the day or most of the day on Monday while it's at my desk working. And that's all the charging I do. So basically twice a week. You know, with the USB-C standard, charging standard, there's like 4 different wattage and voltage levels that are available. And if you buy the right power supply, it's supposed to sense and detect what the device can receive and then adjust what it produces to match what the device can receive. Okay, well, that is what happened here. So I actually contacted technical support and they're like, don't plug in anything except for a low wattage one. I accidentally plugged in a full power USB-C charger that could produce 100 and some watts and, you know, up to 20 volts and all that stuff. So it was able to do all 4, but it correctly sensed that this thing could not receive it, and so it slowed down the charging to an acceptable level. So anyways, officially tech support says don't plug in a high power charger. I did, and I've been doing it every day since. Alright, let's talk about the tip again. In my first video I mentioned that there was kind of like some black debris, like it's almost like the carbon from the tip was pulverizing into a powder and static electricity was attaching it to this thing. So this replacement pen does not have that problem. So they have changed the chemistry of either the tip or the case here, and it just is not blackening at all. I mean, it's a totally different situation. The new pens are better in that regard. Okay, now when you buy the pen, you get the tips plus this thing. Well, there's this little slot here in your tip holder, and that is designed to pull out a tip. So we are going to do that together. I have never done this before. You can see there's directions on the back. So you slide it in and then you pull it out. So here we go. We're going to do this together. I've never done this before. Alright, here we go. So let's see here. We're only grabbing on the black, right? There's only black there. We're not grabbing on the white plastic. We're only going to grab onto the black. So let's see here. Grab on, and it does not pull out. Let's try it one more time. Maybe try it on this side. Maybe it's got a different angle to it. So you're going to put the black in there. Okay, now that worked. Now they say to bend this and then you can access these. So I'm going to bend this and I'm going to grab onto a new tip. It kind of wants to come out a little bit, and there it is. Okay, well that was easy. So lesson learned. So you've got to do it from this side, not from this side when you remove the tip. There's one feature here that surprised me. They added a feature where you could resize the pages, which actually might come in handy. The way I found this feature was I was working in here one day and I was writing at the bottom of the page, and my knuckle plus the pen comprised 2 fingers. And as I wrote with a pen, it interpreted as expanding the page and shrinking the page. And I'm like, what happened? Right? I'd never seen that before. So anyways, so the only time I've had it do unplanned page size changes is when I'm at the bottom of the page down here. This was added with software version 2.6. So here's my conclusion. I love this thing. It has, like I said, it successfully replaced my planning book and all that. I was always worried about losing my book, right? Leave it somewhere or lose it. Somebody steals it when they steal your backpack or something, and then all your notes are gone forever. So the backup feature to the cloud is lovely. It works very well. By the way, on that subject, I don't have this thing syncing all the time. I actually have it when I'm in a certain location at home. I've got a certain Wi-Fi, and the device is set up and it connects at that point. The rest of the time it's not connected on the internet at all. But every few days I'm in that place and it connects to that Wi-Fi and it synchronizes the stuff, and it works out just fine. This device excels at what it's designed to do. Take notes, do sketches. Let me show you something. I scribbled out a house design, been brainstorming on, which I've got the grid pattern, so it works out really good at sketching out a design. So you can do things beyond just the day planner like I've done. The next conclusion is the pen for me has been a challenge. It either gets dirty or it gets lost. The third issue here, conclusion, is charging is slower than expected. This is not a fast charging device. Just get that out of your head. It won't take a fast charge. And the fourth thing is the optical character recognition on the contents of your file does not work, and therefore you can't do the search function. Would I buy this again? Yes. You know that God loves you. I keep telling you that. But hey, here's an idea. Use your tablet and create a notebook or a folder, a file regarding your experiences with God. Take notes. That'd be a great thing to do with it. Anyways, have a great day. We'll see you.